Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my podcast, Live Your Best Life Every Day. My name is Stefan Dajo, and today we're going to be talking about crushes. Can a crush become a friend? Stay tuned. Now guys, welcome back to today's topic, and what triggered this particular topic actually is a conversation that I've had with quite a number of people. And the question that came coming up was, can you be friend with your crush? Now, I'm going to play the devil's advocate and say, no, you cannot be friend with your crush. Going from that particular perspective, that's going to lead me to ask all of you who are listening, why not? Especially if that attraction, that desire that you have is not being reciprocated. Why not? That question leads me to the following. Most of the time, the level of desire that we have towards certain people will determine if whether or no we see something else than that sexual desire that comes or arouse out of us being around them. I say that to say this. Crushing on someone doesn't just depend on physical attraction. It may at some point be based on emotional connection. And that's when things get a little bit hard. Because when it's purely physical attraction, I might say there are more chances later on for that to turn into friendship or something close to that than when it gets emotional. Because when you get emotional, it takes more work upon rejection to get over that person or the idea of being with that particular person. Now, many people are often stuck in the latter. But I have come to tell you this. Think of rejection as an opportunity. Think of the fact that your crush not reciprocating that particular feeling or desire that you have as an opportunity. You have someone already in your life. Now, regardless of how it started or regardless of how the person got in your life, at the end of the day, the person is already in your life. And you need to understand something. Just because you want somebody doesn't mean that they need to want you back. You having a certain desire or crushing on someone, that is your feeling, that is your responsibility, and you should not enforce that on the person. And when you mature, listen to me, when you mature, you begin to understand that people not wanting the same thing as you is absolutely normal. You are free to crush on whoever it is that you want. But at the end of the day, you cannot force that person to see you as a crush as well. Now, if that doesn't happen, meaning if you don't get your way, could things turn out still for the best? I would like to think that yes, they can. It doesn't have to be a crush or nothing type of situation. At the end of the day, I believe that we are all part of each other's life for a reason and for a purpose. And at the end of the day, I feel like meeting someone and reducing them to just being a crush and not trying to create something out of that, at the end of the day, I feel like you're just wasting your time. Now I'm going to take you back to one of my podcasts where I spoke about time. It's also a topic that I discuss quite often with people. There is a chapter about that in my book as well, Live Your Best Life Every Day. Basically, it's all about what are you doing with your time? Are you investing your time or are you wasting it? Because if you use your time to create a certain bond with somebody on the basis of you wanting more than what they can offer to you, and upon you not receiving that particular thing, you decide to cut them off and let them go completely, it means that you've basically wasted the amount of time it took you to get there, to get to that point where you were rejected, to get to that particular point where you were rejected or not acknowledged or not reciprocated. So is that what you are doing most of the time? Are you going from wasting your time to get something from someone to wasting your time to get something from somebody else? How about, okay, fine, it didn't work out. Your crush isn't into you. Your crush doesn't even know that you have a crush on them. Or better yet, your crush just isn't interested in having that type of, in nourishing or perhaps feeding that type of desire that you have towards them. How about you try to recycle that investment? Because at the end of the day, you may just see it as a shallow investment or something shallow that you've developed towards somebody, but it is still an investment. Time is a currency, and wherever you put your time, you are investing it. It doesn't matter. Trust me. We often like to tell ourselves or to lie to our own selves that, oh, this is just for fun. Oh, this is just for this. Oh, this is not that important. What are you using? What is the currency that you use to tap into that particular activity or that particular interaction? Your currency is time. The question is, are you investing your time or are you wasting it? Just because your crush isn't into you or rejects you, does that mean that there is no other ways to go about things? Does that mean that you have to necessarily cut the person off your life? One thing is, don't burn bridges. Don't just cut people off for the sake of them not giving you what you're expecting to have from them. Perhaps there's something greater that you might actually benefit from being around them on the long run. But the issue is, a lot of us want things now. We want what we want and we want it now. That's the problem with the current generation. There is no actual patience. It's either now or nothing. That's just the way it goes. But we have to go back to the source and the very core of human interaction. Time is an investment. You crushing on somebody, at the end of the day, is still an investment. Every interaction that you have with that person is still an investment. And if it doesn't turn out to be something that you had in mind all along, don't just completely alienate the person or cut them off. Reevaluate yourself. Reevaluate your thought process. Reevaluate the circumstances and reevaluate the interaction that you have with the person. And try to ask yourself, well, that didn't work out the way I thought, but could there be something more to this person than what I wanted from them? Because believe me, most of the time people have way more to offer than what we reduce them to be. By reducing somebody to be just a crush, you ignore everything else that they could bring on the table. You reject everything else that they are. There could be a job opportunity lying there. There could be a business opportunity lying there. There could be a friendship opportunity lying there. There could be so many things lying there. So please, hear me out. If nothing else, let this be your takeout from this. Human interaction are quite complicated, I give you that. But could things be the way they are because of what you reduce people to be? What one thing can you turn around or modify in your way of thinking or approaching people that will turn things around for the greater good? Remember this, your time is either invested or wasted. And you can't redeem time. However, you can recycle it. You can redefine it. But the choice is yours, of course. That's all for today. I look forward to having your thoughts on this particular episode. Keep getting out there. Keep showing up and keep showing off. You've got this. Have a good day.